Hello and welcome one and all. This is the show that's all about Kingsport and your Kingsport area Chamber of Commerce. It's your Kingsport Chamber Zone. She is my good friend, co-host, and an exceptional attorney with the law firm of Hunter, Smith & Davis, Miss Laura Steele.
Thank you so much. He's my great friend, co-host, and PR guru extraordinaire, Bob Biggins with the Kingsport Chamber of Commerce. We're coming to you today from, surprise, surprise, one of our favorite places. That would be the Cattails at Meadowview.
That's right. Always happy to come back here at Meadowview. We've got hard hats on today for a number of good reasons, but for one major reason, which we'll tell you about in just a second. But we're also happy to be here at the Cattails today and featured on our show because in addition to being a beautiful course in which to play golf, Cattails was just recently honored with a very special award.
That's right. The National Audubon Society has recognized Cattails for its maintenance of bird and animal habitats out on the golf course. And we're going to have Pete DeBraw with Cattails at Meadowview on the show to tell us about this great award and all of the neat things that come along with it.
And in addition to Pete, we'll also visit with Andy King, who's the general manager here at the Meadowview Marriott. Meadowview, always a lot of great things happening here, but Meadowview is in the midst of a $30 million expansion and renovation. They're obviously doing a $15 million expansion and renovation to the hotel side, adding 110 rooms onto the Meadowview Hotel. And the executive conference wing is a $15 million expansion. All of that is great news for Meadowview. It's great news for Kingsport. It means thousands of new visitors coming to Kingsport and a huge economic impact on Kingsport. We'll tell you what it all means for the Kingsport community.
And of course, we're out here standing on one of the soon-to-be-finished balconies of one of the expansion rooms, and you can tell it has just an absolutely gorgeous view of the golf course. So it's an exciting time. A lot of things going on here at Meadowview and a lot of things to be proud about. Also an exciting time for the city of Kingsport are the plans for the Kingsport Aquatic Center, a $13 million state-of-the-art facility. It's going to be world-class. There are so many great things they're considering with this facility, including locating it across the parkway from Meadowview out here at this part of Kingsport. And we're going to have Tim Whaley, who's the city with the city of Kingsport, the Government Community Relations Director, on the show to talk to us about this really neat project.
I can see the spot right now, as a matter of fact. Actually, you can see a lot from up here.
You can see a lot from
book
up
this
here.
room sometime. So, continuing on the building front in Kingsport, Mountain Region Family Medicine recently announced a major $24 million development for a new medical complex on the former Quebecor property in downtown Kingsport. This is huge news for our downtown and for all of Kingsport. We'll visit with two of the leaders with Mountain Region Family Medicine to talk about that wonderful medical practice and what this major development means for our community.
We have $30 million facilities going in here at Meadowview. We have a potential $13 million Kingsport Aquatic Center, and then of course we have this wonderful $24 million Mountain Region Family Medicine complex that's going to go in downtown Kingsport.
All here on this $1.25 show we're going to talk about, right?
Well, I guess what I was going to say is it's a great thing for Kingsport. Things are obviously going well, but yeah, you make a good point too. We have a lot of wonderful things to tell you about, a lot of exciting things going on in Kingsport, but before we get to all of that, we need to update you on all of the other projects as well. Here are your latest Kingsport Chamber news and highlights.
Your next Kingsport Chamber After Hours will be held Thursday, April 30th at 5:30 p.m. at Sagebrush Steakhouse.
And Bob is still warming up as time is drawing near for your Kingsport Chamber 17th Annual Golf Scramble, which is set for Monday, May 4th at Ridgefields Country Club. 2 tee times are available at 9 a.m. and 2 p.m. Thanks to Food City, Pepsi, and the outstanding law firm of Hunter, Smith & Davis for sponsoring this great event. Not that I'm biased or anything. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner will be provided along with a number of wonderful prizes and plenty of fun. Proceeds benefit your Kingsport Chamber and its Kingsport Leadership and Keep Kingsport Beautiful programs. To sponsor or enter your team, call your Kingsport Chamber at 392-8800.
Well, there's always a lot going on here at the Meadowview Marriott Conference Resort and Convention Center. And to tell us all about this exciting news, we're pleased to be joined by Andy King and Pete DeBraw. Andy is the general manager here at Meadowview, and Pete is the director of golf for Cattails at Meadowview. Gentlemen, thanks for hosting your Kingsport Chamber Zone today.
Thank you.
Always a lot to talk about here at Meadowview because there's always so much happening. Before we talk about all the exciting expansion news, Pete, let's talk about this honor that Cattails at Meadowview just won for developing bird and animal habitats.
Thank you, Bob. No, it is an honor, a true honor. We are now, the golf course is now a Audubon Cooperative Sanctuary. So series of projects and paperwork, and we are only the 8th golf course in Tennessee to receive such an honor. So it was a neat project.
And probably one of the things that you don't realize, just as far as how much of an honor it is that Bob lives in the vicinity and they still gave it to you.
It's scary.
I mean,
that did come up on a couple of the comments that they sent back to us, but we got around it. We did.
They haven't made a habitat for me here yet. They're trying to get me off the course, you know.
They let you off the course was a big part of it. But seriously, Pete, there was a lot of work that you and your team had to put into it to get this award. How did the idea even come about to apply for it?
Well, Laura, it was a corporate initiative. A couple of our golf courses in the Florida market had started it, and then we thought, let's get all 34 Marriott golf courses throughout the United States to participate. We formed a 10-person city committee. That was a great help. It was neat. We had the senior photography club do almost all of our shots that we submitted to the Audubon Society, and it was just really a group effort. It was a neat project.
It's a wonderful, wonderful
Absolutely.
thing.
And how many habitats do you have? And talk about that.
Well, it's a series of not only habitats, but as far as our chemical usage and safety.
Okay.
There was another section on water usage, conservation, water quality. We had to submit numerous samples of where Horse Creek comes on the property, where it exits the property. Every time it was exactly the same. So we are putting nothing in the water, which was a neat result. So we had a couple on our committee, a couple birders, and it was just neat. I mean, there are over 70 species of birds in this golf course, and whoever would have thought that?
Wow.
And they went out and identified all of them. So yeah, it was a good learning exercise.
That's great.
Well, not only is Cattails a great place for birds, obviously, but it's also a perfect place for the golf enthusiasts because it's a very beautiful and challenging course. And Pete, it's springtime, so the golf business is picking up here again at Cattails. And once again this year, you're offering the Cattails card, which is just perfect for people who play here at Cattails. Tell us about that, its cost, and the many benefits.
No, would love to, Bob. It's $120. That will take you through the remainder of 2009. You get a complimentary round of golf. You save $10 off your 18-hole rate each and every time you play, or $5 off your 9-hole rate. It entitles you to 15% off merchandise throughout the shop and 20% off dinner entrees at the Meadows restaurant. So we get a lot of people that take advantage of that.
Yeah, that sounds great.
You may get that just for the dinner entrees,
That's
right?
I was just thinking, that would be a great birthday present. Mine is coming up,
Oh, yes, you keep reminding me. I know.
Yeah, just so that you remember.
It's on ink on the calendar, trust us.
Good.
Andy and Pete will know by the end of this show, too, I'm sure.
We will. Need to be informed. Absolutely.
Andy, you just continue to receive awards here. I mean, this is great news about what Cattails was able to do about receiving this honor as well. And as our viewers can perhaps hear in the background, there's a lot of construction that's going on. The hotel expansion is just going like gangbusters. Give us an update on what this $30 million expansion is doing here at Meadowview.
Well, it's going very, very well. As you can see when you drive in, we've got the north tower that's under roof, and they're actually constructing the rooms up there now. The windows are about to go in here, I think, in about a week or so. Brick is going up on the side of the building, and we expect the north tower to be finished by July, maybe about mid-July. And then the south tower is just a couple weeks behind that, and that'll be finished by hopefully the first week in August. And the whole project completely done by race of August. And we have to have it done by race of August.
Right.
Absolutely. We'll be housing some of those.
That's
right. Yeah.
Lots of friends need places to stay.
That's right. Well, let's go to the other side of the resort here at Meadowview now. The hotel's coming along very well. Tell us the latest with the executive conference wing expansion.
Well, our conference expansion is due to break ground at the end of this month, actually. I think we're looking at April 30th, April 29th maybe. And that project is going very, very well. We've had approval from the city to make those steps to go forward. That expansion is going to be a 30,000-foot addition to our current conference center. It's going to have a second floor with a beautiful 5,400-square-foot ballroom with views that look over Pete's gorgeous golf course and a beautiful balcony for people to walk out onto and have receptions. On the first floor, we're going to have meeting space, executive boardrooms that we hope to have some retreats, some corporate retreats, and that type of business. And there's going to be an expansion of a parking deck, a 3-level parking deck.